What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Juggernaut Show. I'm your host, Juggernaut097, and today I'm going to be doing my Impact Wrestling Victory Road 2022 review. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Do my intro, and after that, I'll be here to review Impact Wrestling Victory Road 2022. Okay, welcome everybody back to my channel. And welcome to my Victory Road 2022 review. Okay, so I'm gonna get this going here, okay, with my Victory Road review, okay. So you know I'm gonna tell what I like and what I don't like about Impact Wrestling right now as well. Like Impact Wrestling, okay, so they're doing really good matches, okay. Like I enjoy the wrestling that's happening right now on Impact, but the thing is, like they're not doing really good storytelling in my opinion. Like the storytelling with Impact is hasn't been that great as of late. And also another gripe I have with Impact is that they're doing their this show was last Friday, which hopefully in 2023 when they do their pay-per-views, like they don't schedule their shows on when there's like another wrestling show going on or something else is big is going on. So like because last Friday we had SmackDown going on, which I was actually, watching both Victory Road and SmackDown, which it was kind of hard to, focus between on both shows at the same time. And then as well as, I watched Rampage as well. So you had three shows. So you had SmackDown, Victory Road, and Victory Road was going on during SmackDown, and it was going into AEW Rampage, which was watching Rampage a little bit as well. I didn't watch all Rampage, but I was just watching a little bit of Rampage. So next year, like, and we already have, Bound for Glory. That's going to be next Friday, which is October 7th. Which is Impact Wrestling's biggest pay per view of the year. So we have that coming up here. Let me turn down my brightness. I feel like I'm a little too bright there. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we have the show's on Fridays, which it goes up against SmackDown most of the time. Like these pay-per-views go up against SmackDown, and also, you have Impact Wrestling, the Impact show on Thursdays, and then the next night you have the pay-per-view. Like, no, they should have it on weekends. Like, I like look for a day Impact. Look for a day that's like on a Saturday or Sunday that doesn't have any either WWE or AEW or like UFC pay-per-views going on. Because there's open days, like there are days that works, but they just need to. I don't know. It's terrible that they do their pay per views on Fridays now. I'm just not a fan of their Friday pay per views. Um, but yeah, that's just one little gripe I have, and also kind of the booking right now with Impact. It kind of seems a little lazy. Also, um, but I mean, yeah, I mean Impact. They're trying. I mean, they're not really growing right now. People, I always say this, with like on every Impact review, I'm always saying that how Impact is like, I want them to change like their set or like have better marketing, which I heard they got a new marketing person, like so maybe they can get better digital marketing and maybe do better promoting, like get more butts in the seats type of thing with Impact. That's what they really need to do, and like really promote because I don't really hear Impact really promoting that Impact Insiders because it's I barely hear them promoting that. They don't even promote Impact Plus that well. So, I mean, they need to get more subscribers onto these platforms as well. Because, like, I know that, Access TV isn't in a lot of people's homes. Majority of people probably who watch Impact are probably watching it on it. Excuse me, or watching it on the internet. I mean, that's how I have to watch Impact. So I understand that part, but it's like they just need to do better with their marketing and like better promoting things, and like they need to get better with their like storytelling, because as of right now it hasn't been as great. But let's quit ranting, because I mean, I just want Impact to improve, because I want to see Impact succeed. But I'm gonna quit ranting right now, and I'm gonna get started with this review, because I've been wasting enough time. So the first match that kicked off the show, and we're not going to talk about the countdown to Bound for Glory. We're not going to talk about that at all. I don't feel like discussing that. So yeah, yeah, bro. First match that kicked off the show was the X Division Championship match. We have Mike Bailey defending the X Division Championship against Ring of Honor star, veteran Delirious. This was a really good match. I really enjoyed this match. I really enjoyed this top to bottom. Both these characters are both of these. They have very similar styles, like with their mixed martial arts, like with their kickboxing type of things, and they both wrestle barefoot, which is pretty cool. Um, yeah, but Delirious, he was hitting some pretty nice moves in this match. He was going for like this Cobra clutch, like chokehold during a lot of the match, trying to get Mike Bailey into this chokehold. Uh, yeah, I mean there were some nice, good high flying spots in this match. Um, I mean, Mike Bailey, he's been stepping up to wrestlers right and left. Saying, hey, if they want to come for the Impact, if they want to come for the X Division title, come right for it. He doesn't back down from a challenge. So I mean, I like that part from Mike Bailey, how he's doing that. I really do. But the thing is, what I don't really like with Mike Bailey, like his character, he doesn't have much of a character. And yeah, there's really not much of a story, and there's no really storyline behind the whole X Division title. Because like, when's the last time there has been a feud revolving like around the title? Uh, Maybe with Trey Miguel and like maybe Steve Macklin. Maybe that's the last time. So I like to see like a feud revolve around title rather than just have random guys like, or having random number contender matches going for the X Division title. I mean, yeah, it's cool, cool opener, really cool way to open up the show, really hot way to start the show, fast paced action. Um, but I just like to see the X Division title, more elevated more. Close to the main event level. Like a few years ago, when they were doing the whole, option C, or like they even did option C with was it Josh Alexander? I'm pretty sure they did option C with him. Someone wants to go down in the comments and let me know. But I'm pretty sure they did option C with Josh Alexander. So I mean, I wanted the X Division title to be elevated more, but back about this match. This match was good. Like I said, very evenly matched. Um, Very like type of strong style, hard hitting match. A lot of high flying. Mike Bailey ended up hitting the, what did he hit? He hit his what's his finisher called? The flamingo, or it's kind of like Kenny Omega's finisher, like, but it's like it's some flamingo type of finisher. Oh, the flamingo driver. That's what Mike Bailey hit. Yeah, I have it right here in my notes. He hit the flamingo driver onto Delirious to pick up the win here. So I mean, like I said, it was a good match. Um, I just want to see more story with the X Division title. And now we'll go on to the next match, which we had was a tag team match. We had PCO and Vincent of Honor No More going up against the Motor City Machine Guns, which the Motor City Machine Guns, they are the number one contenders to the Impact World Championship, Impact World titles at Bound for Glory, which, like I said, is going to be a week from this Friday. Which, like I said, I'm not a fan of them doing pay per views on Fridays at all. I just don't like that. Like I said, they could have put it on like a Saturday or Sunday, which next Saturday is well, not this upcoming Saturday, but next Saturday is Extreme Rules. So we got two shows next week. So Friday, we have Bound for Glory, Impact's biggest pay per view of the year, and then Saturday we got Extreme Rules. So I mean, heck, they could even put it on Sunday. Put it on the October 9th. Yeah, they could put it on that day. But then they would have been going up against the NFL, which it's hard to compete with sometimes, especially when you're Impact Wrestling. So I mean, I understand. But we got a comment here. Let's see who this comment's from. OCD Cam, what's up, my man? He says, I'll be in Sioux City in October for my second WWE event this year. Should be fun. Sioux City, Iowa. That's where we're gonna be at? What's up, man? I was actually thinking about going to that show. I don't know if I'm gonna be going to the show. It's quite a drive for me, but who knows? I might come to the show. But thanks for stopping by, OCD Cam. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, I like I said, I'm just not a fan of them putting Impact shows on um doing the pay per views on Fridays. Like I said, there's plenty of open days or open dates that they could do on Saturdays or Sundays. More preferably Saturdays because I like pay per views on Saturdays now. But about this match, I thought this match, was good, and they kind of did the whole backstage segment before this match here with Honor No More, like Mike Bennett. No, was it Mike Bennett? No, it was Matt Taven. He was confused. He's going, well, he didn't even know that Motor City Machine Guns were number one contenders for the titles. Well, because apparently he doesn't watch Impact. He didn't even know that they were number one contenders for the titles at Bound for Glory. And also Eddie Edwards, he still doesn't believe in PCO, but Vincent, he's been kind of that. He's been kind of been the person that's been like controlling PCO a little bit. Say, hey, hey, if you trust me, he says basically trust me. PCO is good for us. Keep him in on no more. So yeah, basically Vincent's keeping PCO at bay. Kind of controlling him and stuff. But about this match, I thought this was a fine, decent match. I mean, all four guys worked really good. I mean, this was basically your typical Motor City Machine Guns match where they do a lot of double team moves, really fast paced action. I wish this is the Motor City Machine Guns that we would have saw at All Out. I really wish we would have saw that because I didn't really like watching the heel Motor City Machine Guns go up against who were they going up against? That it was against FTR. I wasn't really a big fan of that. But yeah, I'm more a fan of like with the face Motor City Machine Guns where they're like flying around, they're doing a lot of good double day moves. And that's basically this here. But Vincent ate the pinfall here. They did Motor City Machine Guns did like the Aussie Open. They did kind of like their finisher. It's like I don't even know what you call it. It's like a yeah, I don't even know what you call it. You got to look it up, but yeah, Motor City Machine Guns won. Good momentum. Lead them into Bound for Glory, and who knows, maybe they might take the titles off of Mike Bennett and Matt Taven, the OGK. And then OCD Cam says, "Yeah, bro, we'll be cool if we meet up. I haven't seen you in a very long time. Yeah, man. I might come. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see if I end up coming to Sioux City. Who knows? Like I said, it's a far drive for me, but I'm definitely going to be coming to Monday Night Raw when it's going to be here in Des Moines in December. So stay tuned for that. I'll be doing a vlog for that show, which I'm going to be getting me a better vlog camera. So also stay tuned for that. But yeah, who knows? I might show up. So if we do, we'll have to get a picture together. Come up, say what's up to me. But yeah, Motor City Machine Guns won this match. Yeah, it was a fine match. And then the next match we had was Giselle Shaw going up against Mickey James, which this is probably one of the most intriguing storylines right now that's going on in Impact with Mickey James. Basically during she's doing her farewell like tour type of thing. Saying if she loses the next match she loses, um, she's gonna retire. So basically doing the WWE version, or like she's doing the version of Ric Flair, career threatening match. And that's like next time she loses, she's gonna retire. Well, that's all I can say. This is very intriguing. So Mickey James, she's been kind of running through some like um, lower card talent, like some jobbers and stuff, basically. And now she's facing Giselle Shaw, which so Giselle Shaw, she's been improving as of late. Like she has been improving. Um, she had some pretty nice moves in this match. She did this really nice like corkscrew plancha over the top rope onto the outside of the ring. That was nice. And like kicked Mickey in the face. She did this really nice backbreaker in the match. So I thought that was really good. What else was nice this match? Uh Mickey James, she was kicking on some really big moves that Giselle Shaw was doing. But we all knew that Mickey James wasn't going to lose to Giselle Shaw because this isn't Impact's biggest pay per view of the year. We knew that Mickey James wasn't going to be losing. Give me 1 second, Dad. Okay, sorry about that. I had to talk to my dad there for a minute. But yeah, we knew Mickey James wasn't going to be losing here. Like, because that Bound for Glory is just right around the corner. We knew that she wasn't going to be losing. Um, but yeah, Mickey James won. She hit her Mick DDT, which Giselle Shaw, she sold that really good. I mean, she sold that DDT like a champion. So that was really good right there. Now we'll move on to the next match, which we had was the Triple Threat Revolver. This was the return of the Triple Threat Revolver here. So the competitors we had in this match were Kenny King, Laredo Kid, Alex Zane, Trey Miguel, it was a Black Taurus, Yu Uemura, um, Mia Yim, and Frankie Kazarian. And we got Chris Wrestling Views in the chat. What is up, Chris Wrestling Views? He says, "What's up, everybody? KVW in the house." Hey, thanks for stopping by, Chris Wrestling Views. Definitely go check out his channel. He does some great wrestling content over there. Go check out his stuff. Great net wrestling YouTuber. So this is actually an interesting type of match style that Impact Wrestling does. So basically, it starts out as a triple threat match, and it's basically when one person gets eliminated, a next person comes out until they're down to the final three competitors. So it's basically a gauntlet match, triple threat for a gauntlet match. So I'm not going to go like over every single spot that happened in this match, but like I'm just gonna basically tell the eliminations. I mean, this was basically kind of like a big spot fest. I mean, and this match was pretty long. Also, got like 25 minutes in this match. Um, but Mia Yim, she was really dominant in this match. She was eliminating people left and right here. She eliminated Laredo Kid by hitting her um, eat the feet finisher. So she eliminated Laredo Kid that way. And then we had Alex Zane come out, and then he got eliminated by Mia Yim when she did the what did Mia Yim do? She did the crucifix bomb. So Alex Zane got eliminated that way. And then Kenny King was the next person to come out, which Kenny King rolled up Mia Yim for the 1-2-3. So then Mia Yim was basically gone, and I'm kind of gonna give my whole like gripe about this match, like why I don't like who won this match. And then we had Yu Uemura come out, I think I forgot to tell that he was in this match. But yeah, we had Yuya Uemura come out, and he got eliminated by Trey Miguel when Trey Miguel did his like a running knee type of thing, and he Trey Miguel stacked a Yuya Uemura for the 1-2-3. So then he was gone. And then we had then we had Frankie Kazarian. I think he was the next person who came out, which he did a crossface chicken wing to Trey Miguel. So Trey Miguel was the next person eliminated. And then I think it was down to Frankie Kazarian, Black Taurus, and Kenny King. Yeah, it was down to those three. Which Frankie Kazarian hit like a slingshot cutter into the ring onto Kenny King. So the new number one contender for the X Division Championship at Bound for Glory is going to be Frankie Kazarian, a guy that doesn't even work in Impact Wrestling. Like, I just really don't understand like why they're just giving random people, title shots for for the Impact for the X Division Championship. I don't really understand it. Like I said, I want them to build some storylines up. Like a storyline that would have made sense was that would have made sense with Kenny King. He basically so he won the X Division Championship back like a few weeks ago on an Impact. But then he got it stripped away because like he didn't win it fairly, so they gave it back to Mike Bailey. And they are doing this whole storyline with Honor No More, where they're making them be like this dominant faction. They're trying to take over. They're trying to take all the titles. So what would have made sense was, what would have made sense that they could have done. They could have had Kenny King win, and they could have did this like whole thing at Bound for Glory where they tried to have Honor No More take every single title, which that would have made sense here to do that. But I mean, a Impact, they don't want to be, do some good booking here. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Frankie Kazarian, but like, he's not gonna win the X Division Championship. He doesn't even work in Impact. Um, and I get, he's an Impact original and stuff. So I mean, that's gonna be cool. I mean, Mike Bailey and Frankie Kazarian, they're gonna put on a great match. But it's like, I don't know. It's like I want them to build some more stories around this X Division Championship rather than this throwing random guys, into these matches. So that's just me. But I mean, it was a fun match. Good high flying wrestling. Like if you really enjoy this, like, or if you really enjoy that type of style, a lot of fast paced action, a lot of fuckery. That's what I like to call it. If you like that, then you'll be a fan of this match here. But let's move on to the next match, which we had was a 6-man tag team match. We had Honor No More, Mike Bennett, Matt Taven, and Eddie Edwards going up against Rich Swann, Heath, and Josh Alexander, the Impact World Champion. This was a fine 6-man tag team match. I really enjoyed the different type of scenarios we got in this match. I'm not really a fan of the ending with Eddie Edwards pinning Josh Alexander before. I mean, it kind of adds a little wrinkle into like their storyline. I mean, the storyline that they don't really have very much, but it kind of adds a little wrinkle, going like, "Hey, Josh Alexander can be pinned," and Eddie Edwards pinned him in this match here by hitting the Boston Knee Party to get the win for Honor No More. So, I was happy Honor No More got the win here because it didn't make them look like chumps, didn't make them look like jobbers. As it feels like that's the way they try to make Honor No More look sometimes. They make them look like jobbers. They make them lose a lot of their matches. But no, they weren't looking like that way at all in this match here. So I thought that was good. Um, and also we were gonna, some questions I had, going into this match are like, can Heath, Rich Swann, and Josh Alexander, work together? And they worked pretty good in this match. I thought it was good. But like I said, this really wasn't a fan of the ending with Eddie Edwards pinning Josh Alexander right before, because like you want to make your champion look strong. Like I would have rather had Eddie Edwards pin like Rich Swann or someone like that. Yeah, pin Rich Swann. I mean that's what I said in my predictions. Um, but I mean I'm happy they gave um on No More the win here, and also the whole storyline with Eddie Edwards and Josh Alexander. This storyline is terrible. Like there's really no storyline to this at all. Um, like I love the whole stuff that they were doing last year with Moose and Josh Alexander, with him trying to get the title. But it's like, once Josh Alexander won the title, I feel like Impact goes like, oh yeah, he won the title. We can, we cross the finish line. We could take our foot off the brake here. We could take our foot off the gas here. We can, start going, letting, braking a little bit here. Because Josh Alexander, his character, he doesn't really have much of a character. I mean, he does kind of remind me of like a little bit of like a Kurt Angle type of character, but like Kurt Angle, he was a better character. He could do a lot more stuff. But like Josh Alexander, I mean, yeah, he puts on banger matches, but like, tell me more. Like, I want to know more about him. Like, what makes him tick? And like Eddie Edwards, he's just another type of like indie type of wrestler. Like, don't get me wrong, I like these guys as wrestlers, but like, they don't really have much characters behind them. So, I mean, I'm not really intrigued for their match at Bound for Glory. It doesn't scream like main event to me. Maybe if they were doing some better storytelling, like I said, I feel like Impact, the writing team has just been like half-assing a lot of their stuff as of late, which I'm just not a fan of. And maybe that's why they're not growing as much right now. I mean they're not growing, and at the same time they're not declining. They're not like you could see about the same amount of numbers, at their live shows. So they're not growing at the same time they're not declining also. But yeah, I don't know more won the match here, and we'll move on to the next match. So we had a pick your poison match. We had so basically Masha Slamovich is going to be facing Jordynne Grace um for the Knockouts title at Bound for Glory. So Masha Slamovich picked Maxie Impaler, which this is one of the first times I've ever seen Maxie Impaler like in the ring and stuff. And the father James Mitchell was in the corner of Maxie Impaler for this match. This is like a big girl type of match, like very hard hitting match. Maxie Impaler, she looked pretty impressive. She was pretty impressive in this match here. She hit this nice wasteland on the outside of the ring onto the excuse me. She hit this nice uh wasteland onto the ring apron onto Jordynne Grace. That was nice during the match. Maxie Impaler, she's basically this version of awesome Kong here. That's really dominant. I mean, but we knew that Maxie Impaler wasn't going to win. With we're just like a few weeks away from. We're just a few weeks away from Bound for Glory. So they didn't want to have the champion losing going into Bound for Glory. So Jordynne Grace won by the Grace Driver. Good match here. And then after this match, we had Jordynne Grace basically get on the microphone and basically say, "Hey, pick your poison goes both ways." And she is choosing Allie Katch to be Masha Slamovich opponent at this upcoming Thursday. It's going to be in a Monsters Ball match. Allie Katch, she's a deathmatch type of wrestler. She loves getting violent. So I think it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens here. And we got Everything Pro Wrestling. What is up, my brother? He says subscribe to the channel. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for showing up. But yeah, Jordynne Grace, she picks not Masha Slamovich. Sorry, she picks Allie Katch to be Masha Slamovich opponent at this Thursday's Impact. And it's gonna be the Monsters Ball match. Which, if you've never seen Allie Katch, she does a lot of GCW shows. She's a very indie type of wrestler. I'm not saying like not trying to say anything bad about her, but like she's just very indie like. She's not really fit for like a whole lot of TV. I mean, who knows? Maybe she is. I just never saw a lot of her stuff. I mean, I saw some of her matches in GCW. I mean, a very ultra violent type of character, but using a lot of glass tubes and stuff. But it's definitely gonna be interesting to see what happens this Thursday on Impact. And then we got the main event of the evening, which was a barbed wire massacre match. We had Sami Callihan going up against Steve Maclin, going up against Moose. This was a really fun match. I mean, if you really enjoy these hardcore type of matches, a lot of blood, a lot of violence, barbed wire, you enjoy this match here. Um, I'm just trying to think of a lot of spots that happened in this match. Uh, Sami Callihan and Steve Maclin, they tried going after Moose a lot during this match. Um, I think it was Sami Callihan who hit a Death Valley driver through this like barbed wire table through in the match. That was nice. Um, the character that type of that Sami Callihan is. He loves getting bloody. He goes like, I love this. Like there's one point where he got Irish whipped into the barbed wire, and he goes like, he said that he loved it, that he got hit with the barbed wire. What else did we see? We saw some doors get broken in this match. A lot of bodies went through doors. Moose hit a spear through. He hit a spear on Steve Maclin through a door. Sami Callihan was hitting pile drivers left and right onto both guys. I like the paint that Steve Maclin had on his face. I thought that was cool. That was pretty dope. Steve Maclin, he was looking good in this match. He was a person who ended. Steve Maclin was a person who ended up winning this match by hitting his this DDT variation. I don't even know what his finisher is called. But he hit a DDT. He pinned Sami Callihan. I mean, Sami Callihan hit like a couple of pile drivers on him, which I go like Sami Callihan's win this match. After the whole like storyline, what they've been doing, like when with making Steve Maclin and Moose, kind of team up on Sami Callihan this whole time. Like they're gonna make Sami Callihan win, but no, they actually made Steve Maclin win the match, which I thought was pretty interesting. Which I think it's a step in the right direction. Maybe they have Steve Maclin win the Call Your Shot Gauntlet at Bound for Glory. Build off of this victory here. But yeah, I mean, it was a fine match. And another spot I really enjoyed during the match was when Sami Callihan brought this Nintendo controller out, and it was all wrapped in barbed wire. Yeah, it was all wrapped in barbed wire and all that jazz. And he started putting on the face of Steve Maclin, so I thought that was cool. Um, What is up, my man? He says, nice flag. Hey, thank you. Chiefs Kingdom, baby. I mean, even though Chiefs didn't win this past Sunday, but hey, they're gonna bounce back from this loss here. Which, if you guys want to check me out, like on my NFL videos, you guys can check me out on the Instant Classic Wrestling podcast, where we do every Tuesday we do predictions for the NFL. So definitely go check out them. Like the link is down in the description below. But hey, thank you, my man. And also feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. And I really appreciate that. Because I'm on the road to 500 subscribers, feel free to, share my video, and like hit that like button, subscribe, do all that good jazz. But yes, Steve Maclin won, and hopefully they build off his character more. Like there was a point where I wasn't a fan of Steve Maclin, but he's been growing on me as of late. He has been growing on me. Like his character is improving. He says I'm a wrestling fan too, so subbed. Hey, I appreciate that. I really do. That's awesome. Thank you for subscribing. But yeah, Steve Macklin won the match here. Good match. Really enjoyed it. Um, and that was Impact Wrestling Victory Road for you guys. Some kind of my final thoughts on the show. I mean, it was a good wrestling show, but like I said, some things that Impact Wrestling is lacking right now is like some storytelling. Um, with like especially with the main event that they're gonna have with Eddie Edwards and Josh Alexander at Bound for Glory. Like I just don't really care about that main event. I mean, it's gonna be a good match, but it's not much story to care about. So I want them to do better storytelling as well. Also, I don't like how the pay-per-views are on Fridays. Like they couldn't find any Saturday throughout the month, and they could have done that. Like I just don't understand. Um, and also they do better marketing. Digital and like actual marketing. Getting butts in the seats, and maybe do like a different aesthetic, like the type of stage that they do, because that stage has been the same for every single show, like for these past 2 years or so. So I just want them to do something different because I hate how they always shoot the shows like how they put hard cam to the stage. I'm just not a fan of that at all. Like I want to do something different. So hopefully, Impact. Hey, if you got Impact, if you're listening, take some advice here. And because I just want them to succeed. Because if you enjoy something so much, you should be critiquing that company. Like if you're a fan of AEW, WWE, Impact, whatever company, you should be critiquing it to a certain degree. Just don't be critiquing it to say, oh yeah, just don't be hating on, just be hating on it. Like do some good critique. Say, hey, this is what they need to improve on. Like if you're a fan of that, because you want to see that company do good. But yeah, that was my Impact Wrestling Victory Road 2022 review. Um, Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Also, turn on my notifications to be notified every time I make a new video. So you don't have to wonder, oh, when's Juggernaut making a video? Well, you already know when I'm making a video because you already have all my notifications. Also, go follow me on all my social media platforms. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at the True JSB, which you can see right there. You can see my Twitter right there, and also the links for my social media. It will be down in the description below. So go down below. You guys can find that. But this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out, and I will catch you guys in my next video whenever that may be. So peace out, everybody.